Good afternoon, all of you. In the last session, I have started goal setting chapter. Now, I will deal with the rest of the topic or unit. So, let's see. So, in the last session, I told you what is goal, how will you set your goal, what SMART goals are, how you achieve your goal by using SMART goal technique, and what is the meaning of SMART. Now let's see one example of SMART goal means you will understand how it works. So the word specific indicates the need to aim towards goal which we can measure and record regular progress on. It means specific and measure can measure and record your progress. For instance, a goal to increase your overall academic percentage is specific. So, if you want to increase your academic percentage, then it's your specific goal and measurable. It means in a year you will increase your percentage. So, these are specific and measurable. It requires one to be clear about the percentage one needs to score in each subject in the semester. Means in one subject, how will you score? Means how much marks, how many marks you will get. This would entail certain sacrifices, greater self-control, and the need to be more focused on the goal ahead. So, if you want to increase your percentage, you need to sacrifice some things. Sacrifice in not that kind of sacrifice. Sacrifice means you should not waste your time. You should sacrifice your comforts giving things. You should have self control, and you need to have focused vision to achieve that goal. The goal set should also take into account your usual performance in academics and should be just about what is easily achieved. You should understand all the things. How will you achieve that goal? How you perform and how you easily achieve that goal. So you have to understand all those factors. In short, it should be challenging yet attainable, realistic and relevant. To acquire more marks is a challenge yet attainable. It is realistic because we want more marks, not 100 out of 100. Yeah, some can wish the same, some can set a goal, and it is relevant to your life. Too high a goal would, in fact, be far more motivating. If you have a high goal, then you should get motivated from someone, or you can motivate yourself. Motivate is a other part I have told you. Lastly, goal should be time bound. Goal should be time bound. For example, if you wish to lose weight, you need to be clear about how many kilograms and in how many weeks or months. If you decided that you wanted to lose your weight, how many kilograms you wanted to lose and in how many days. It gives you focus and it gives you time bound, or it gives you a time limit. Do you understand what is the meaning of SMART? Now, goals as commitment. See, everything we do, it has a meaning. If we set a goal, then we should make commitment. We should decide something We should take some decisive actions to fulfill that goal. We need to consciously write down our goals and sacrifice personal comfort to achieve them. You should write your goal and you should sacrifice your personal comfort to achieve them. When dreams are committed to paper, they provide a sense of reality. When you write your goal somewhere on paper, they provide that. They will make you think that it's real. You are going to achieve your goal. Explicitly said, goals improve performance at any given time. Suddenly, if you think that this is my goal and I have to achieve it, I have set all the goals, that goal according to my wish, according to my desire, and I will work hard. It will increase your performance at that time. Clear goals increase enthusiasm and efforts towards goal relevant activities. So, all these things means your hard work, your enthusiasm, your efforts are relevant. They are relevant to achieve, they are relevant enough to achieve your goal. If goals are measurable, they help us to evaluate our performance and keep track of our progress. Like I said, if you achieve your first step, it means you are on the right track. A peep into the life of accomplished leaders will reveal that they have anticipated success and achieved it. So, those who have accomplished their life, the so-called leaders, they know how they did it, how they accomplished it. Their own expectation led them to work harder and commit their efforts to conquer the challenges ahead. They work harder and commit their efforts to conquer the challenges ahead. So they know the challenges which will they face in future. They understood it. They know how their path is difficult, and if you want to cross that path, you need to be smart. You need to do hard work. So this is how they accomplished their goal. This is what their commitment is. One can get suggestions from elders, teachers, parents, friends to set personal goals on career, health, finance, and investment. Your elders, teachers, parents, friends will provide so many suggestions on your career. It will be about your health, may be related to finance and investment. All things are there. Just you need to set a goal or get suggestion from your parents, elders, teachers, and friends. Now, goals need not always be set at an individual level. Even teams can set goals. It means an individual can also set goals as well as a team can also set goals. Some goals in the workplace, like team goals, are sales, production, generation of leads, conversation rates, need the full support and cooperation of team members. Working in a corporate world, if you work in a corporate world, you will understand this. You may have seen this in movies, how they help each other. A team has given a target, how they achieve that target. It may be sales, related to sales, it may be related to production. So, a goal can be set at an individual level as well as team level. For example, this week I will make 8 sales calls and close on 4 of them. So, this is the goal and didn't complete it. right? Now, do one thing, list the goals you would like to set in the following areas of your life. It may be academic, it may be related to your health, it may be related to your financial, and it may be related to your social responsibility. So this is the task. You should note it down and write it at your own. Please do not send it to me. You should write some goals related to academics, health, financial, and social. Now, think of a goal that you set and achieved in the past. If you have achieved that goal and if you have set that goal, then answer these questions based on your achievement. What was the goal that you set? Specific? If so, how? What are the challenges you faced in achieving the goal? Means, what are the challenges you faced in achieving the goals? Means, how many difficulties you have? What are the problems you faced? How did you monitor your progress? It is related to your attainability and measurableness. Now, the most useful part, useful guidelines for goal setting. The first useful guideline is self-audit your goals. Self-audit your goals means it gives you the strength and areas of improvement. You will understand that I don't have that knowledge, that capacity, that skill to achieve that goal. And there is a chance of improvement. And when you improvise your areas and strength, then you can accomplish your goal. So the self audit is necessary. In other words, self analysis is necessary. Our commitment towards the goals we set becomes stronger with self audit. It means you know your capabilities, you know your strength, you know your skills. And after knowing your capacity, skills, then you are you have that will to achieve that goal. Then the second one is visualize your goal. Now, visualization is a great thing. If you visualize something, it means you are achieving that goal. Imagine yourself reaching your goal. It may be a well-deserved promotion, an overseas assignment means a foreign assignment. Foreign means परदेशी, overseas साता समुद्रा पलीकडे. An excellent grade or your success at toning down your weight. So visualize how it feels like at that moment. Confident, proud, understand the benefits associated with your goal. This will enrich your purpose. This it means this activity will help you to achieve your purpose or the goal. So visualization is important, right? Now the third one is make goals manageable. Our goals become manageable when we break them down into smaller parts or sub goals. Like first step, second step, third step. Now, here is one example. A 60 lakh target for sales team of 6 members for a year can be split up to 10 lakh for each member at around 1.6 lakh to accomplish each month for a team member. So this is how you can break them down into smaller parts and and then you can manage it, because 60 lakh is a large number but 1.6 is not a large number. You get it, right? Now understand challenges beyond your goals. Since you would invest considerable time and energy towards your goals, you need to set expectation of people who might be affected in your pursuit of your goals. You want to become an athlete, then you should understand that you need to improvise your stamina, your strength. Then you should understand your opponent, and you should understand that what people expect from you, because they want something from you, hence their expectations are very high. For example, you might have to spend a time away from your family. Help them understand urgency. It means if you want to become an IAS and you wanted to study in Delhi or Hyderabad, you want to achieve those classes in Delhi and Hyderabad. Now this is the challenge for you and for your family, because you are living apart from them. Now you should tell them that I have to go. Bring people to partner with you in your quest towards your goal. Means you should take support from other people, from friends, because sometimes it is not easy to achieve the goal. That means your family, your parents, your relatives will support you. They will give you some knowledge, some guidelines to tackle that challenge. Right. Now, the last one is, mm, celebrate each step accomplished. Right. Means this is your target and these are the steps. Here, if you achieve the first step, you should celebrate it. Then you move towards the second stage. When you achieve the second step, celebrate this step. When you achieve the third step, celebrate the step. Means every time you accomplished a step, like here, a part of that target, then you should celebrate that target, sorry, step or the part. Like, pat yourself when you reach milestones on your way to your goal. Like I said in the last session, signpost. If you want to travel 50 kilometers, then you should say that yes, now I have completed 10 kilometers. Now 40 kilometers are remaining. Likewise, you can travel. Pat yourself when you reach milestone. Pat means part thopadne on your way to your goal. Encourage your team members when they are on right track to progress. So you should encourage your team members that you are on the right track. You should congratulate them. This will motivate them to stretch their energy to reach the next stage. Right. So this is how you can set a goal according to the SMART technique. Then you can learn how to achieve those goals. Right. Now, tying personal and professional goals. See, these are two different things. Your personal and professional goals. Professional, which is related to your organization or your company or where you work. Personal goals, which is related to your life, your family. As already discussed, goals can be set in various spheres of our lives. It is often seen that professional goals are given precedence over other goals. However, it is important to focus on personal goals alongside professional goals. It means nowadays everybody gives a lot of importance to their professional goals, but you should give same preference to your personal goals. We do not we do not need to see the two as contrary or detrimental to each other. They are the two sides of the same coin. Personal goals, in fact, incite passion and drive your professional goals. That means they are related to each other. If you want to achieve your personal goal, then you have to work hard on your professional level. And if you work hard on your professional life, you will get good incentives, good salary to achieve your personal goal, right? So for example, to be able to focus on your professional goals, you would need a fresh mind and a fit body. This can come from taking breaks from intense work at regular intervals, pursuing hobbies like traveling, gardening, etc., and relaxing and refreshing your mind and body. If you want to achieve your professional goal, you should take some break, because you are working hard and you need a break from that intense work. On the other hand, professional goals can also be contribute towards achieving your professional goals. A successful career can fund your hobbies and interest. Like I said, they play a very important role. Both are the two sides of the same coin. Right. In the next session, there is another part, goals at the workplace and cascading goals. We will see in the next session. Till now, thank you very much.